All right, everybody, welcome in. Good afternoon. Overtime right here on your Sioux Falls sports leader, ESPN 99.1. You can always find us weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Always find me on Twitter as well, at JTESPN 99.1. Not every day do we get a legend in studio. You guys know I think I'm a legend in my own right, but we actually have a real legend here in studio today. Two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time Super Bowl MVP, and a Hall of Famer. Bart Starr joins us live in studio today. Bart, it is a pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Now, how has Sioux Falls treated you so far? I know you haven't been here long, but how's it treated you so far?
Treating us extremely well. My wife and my chief assistant in our office are with me over to my left, and they're having a great time also.
I know a lot of folks tonight as they get over there to the Hilton Garden Inn are going to be having a great time as well, as you'll be a part of the Jeans and Jewels event for Augustana College tonight. Looking forward to that. What makes you want to be a part of events like this? Not just this one, but in general, go out there and spend your time. I mean, you could be doing a lot of different things, but giving back as you do and really, I think, touching a lot of people's lives in the process.
Well, you said it well right there when you said giving back and helping other people, because these efforts that they're pushing, going forward with, creating and so forth, when you can help them, improve them, then you're helping those organizations grow more, and it's just a lot of fun.
Do you think NFL players today need to do more?
Yes, I do.
By do more, does that mean do more appearances, just spend more time, more money? What's it involve?
Well, I think mostly it's just more concern, seeing what's there, volunteering. You don't have to have someone come recruit you.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what's going on and you like it and you feel it's a good, clean organization doing work, charitable work, then go apply. Man, they'll jump all over you.
Yeah, they will. That's the truth, ain't it? Bart Starr joining us live here in studio, ESPN 99.1. I want to start with today's NFL, Bart, because you see the rule changes. You see the emphasis on player safety. A lot of it obviously benefiting the offense in a bunch of different regards. Is today's NFL too soft? People ask me that a lot.
No, I don't think it is, but I think the biggest thing that's most important and that we should place our focus on is that the league is seeking to be better all the time. What's wrong with that? That's a great goal to have, and we're all for it.
So even with the rule changes and how it's changed a lot since you played the game, you think the league is going in the right direction?
Yes, I do. I think they have great leadership there, and I really love the commissioner, and I think they're working their you-know-what's off in order to do it.
Now, do you think your numbers would have been inflated in today's league with all the emphasis on really kind of benefiting the offense?
Well, that's possible, but it's hard to say because all things have to be taken into consideration. How you're structuring defenses, what you're placing here, what's your emphasis there. And so it's hard to say.
I think you would have done a lot better. I think with your arm and your skill set and your mind, I think you would have had numbers that would have been even more out the roof than they were during your playing days there in the National Football League. Again, Bart Starr joining us. He'll be the guest speaker tonight at the Jeans and Jewels event for Augustana College over there at Hilton Garden Inn. We've been talking about it for quite a few weeks now, and just a pleasure to have him in studio. Couple of questions here from the listeners. I plugged that you were going to be joining us today, and I wanted to get a couple in from some Packer fans. First one here from Mike. Who is the best quarterback in the league right now?
Oh, man. May I pick about 10 or 12?
I know you got a relationship with Aaron Rodgers. Is he up at the top?
Well, I think he is. Obviously, I'm very biased, but he is very, very talented. And when he is being protected, when they're doing a good job of him on pass protection and so forth, look out, because he is super.
When the Packers look, I guess when Packer fans look at this roster moving forward, is that going to be the big key to see Aaron Rodgers get another title? Is that having the pass protection? Is that one of the biggest keys in your mind?
Well, I think it is, because you allow this man who has unique talents to exploit them, to manifest them, and that requires that kind of protection.
Yeah, and we see when guys don't have good offensive lines, they find themselves on their back a lot, and that's not a good way to win a championship. Bart Starr joining us here in studio. This one from Craig. Who was the best player you ever played with while you were in the NFL? Most talented?
You know, teammate?
Teammate of yours.
Oh, man.
I know, that's like trying to pick a favorite kid, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be tough to do. I don't know if I could pick one, because I'd sure leave a couple out that I didn't. But
is there some ones that have a special place in your heart, though?
Well, yeah. When you look at the talent of a guy like a Paul Hornung,
oh yeah,
a Jim Taylor,
oh yeah,
runners. I mean, you don't come across runners two in one team on one team like that. It's hard to do, and we were blessed to have both of them.
Absolutely. I think that when people look back too at your playing career. And you always talk about the Ice Bowl, and I've heard comments from you and stuff, and I think that that's one of the more iconic moments in all of sports, not just football. Do you remember the entire game during the Ice Bowl, specific moments when it gets cold outside? Do you remember that? What are some memories from that game?
Well, one of the memories that I get from it is peeking up into the stadium a couple of times because there was no indoor seating in those days, and seeing this lovely wife of mine sitting out there in that cold weather outside. Nothing being wrapped in it, just the best she could be. We
should have asked her what it was like to be at the Ice Bowl, right?
Well, I did.
But I mean, the game itself and the way it evolved, what are some memories from that?
I think the most is how good the Cowboys were. Many people I don't think, gave them enough credit. And I think it's wrong when you do that. They were a very, very good team. Of course, we were too. But I think that what I remember most was how well Coach Lombardi coached. He was a fabulous gentleman, and he was in control, in quotes, of what we were doing throughout the game, all the way through that game.
So the entire time you guys felt comfortable about your opportunity to win that one, huh?
Yes, we did.
All because of your head coach, mainly? Because of the control factor?
Yes, because I remember talking to him before I went in on our final drive, and we were going down inside the 5, 6, 7-yard line. And that's the emphasis he had there. Remember now, we have precise things that we need to do and will do and be successful. Don't forget them.
Now, when you talk about Vince Lombardi, has there been any coaches to come along since him that can compare to what Vince was all about?
Well, I don't know because I haven't been with any, so it'd be hard for me to say that. But I can tell you this just from a distance and from the years that we worked with him, I think it'd be very, very difficult to find one.
What was one of the things that you took away, a life lesson from Vince Lombardi?
That your direction, your commitment to it are primary to succeeding.
Do you think a lot of guys forget about that in today's league?
Well, I don't know. I think that many can.
Because of the money and the fame and everything. Because it was a different time when you played. I mean, obviously, you know the paychecks now versus what you were getting back then. Much different. And I think a lot of times that will sway people's overall commitment level to the game. Because Carmelo Anthony in the NBA is a great talent. Just makes a lot of money, doesn't play defense, and doesn't seem to care as much. See that in the NFL as well. I just think that sometimes when the money and fame gets involved, the commitment level is not the same as it was maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago.
Well, I think you have to be concerned about that at any time that you're doing it. But again, that could be a coaching factor. How he's coaching, handling, working with that team every week, every day of every week, getting ready for the next upcoming game. Because you have to take it one game, week at a time.
Joining us again live in studio, a true honor, Bart Starr, two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time Super Bowl MVP, NFL Hall of Famer. Couple more here quick, and then we'll get you out of here. Question that I get a lot from people in regards to a person like yourself is, what do you think your lasting impact will be on this game? Because I think a lot of times people forget about the fact what you did back then paved the way for everyone else to do what they're doing now. I think that you're one of those guys that's a piece of the framework for the National Football League. What do you think people think about when they think about Bart Starr, the NFL player?
Well, that I don't know.
What would you like him to think?
Well, I'd like for him to think that I was honored to be part of a great team. See, a lot of people don't realize that when you spell that word, then you begin to have a different feeling of it. Together, everyone achieves more. Now think about it, and you will do it.
Can you repeat that one more time for my listeners?
Together, everyone achieves more. And as I said, when you do it and live it, you will.
There you go. Great stuff. Last question. If a kid walked up to you today and said, hey, I want to be a professional sports player. I want to continue my path in sports. What's the advice you'd give him? What's that one thing that you can say to him to make sure, hey, this is something you can always remember and this can help you on your journey?
Work with the coaches who he's with and others and those who have experience so that he can feed off of the information that they're giving him, and that will help him prepare each time and every day and each week as they're going through a period of time so that he can follow these things that we've just talked about and achieve more.
Love it. Bart, appreciate the time. I know, let me tell you this, my wife is not a big NFL fan, but she knows who you are, and she's really excited to come tonight. So we look forward to seeing you over there at the Hilton Garden Inn. Thanks for the time today.
Well, thank you. We're looking forward to being there.
Absolutely. Again, the Jeans and Jewels Celebrity Party, Bart Starr hosting tonight at the Hilton Garden Inn. Truly an honor to have him here in studio. Appreciate the time again.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll take a quick break, come back, and continue to truck along right here on the Thursday edition of Overtime on your Sioux Falls sports leader, ESPN 99.1.
ESPN 99.1.